Hello students, welcome to all of you. In today's session, I am D.D. Jadhav, working as an assistant professor in KTHM College, Nasik, Department of Chemistry. Friends, previous session we learned collision theory. Now, today we are going to study about transition state theory. Now let us go to the transition state theory. Now this theory is known as theory of absolute reaction rates. A more modern theory extensively developed by scientist Eyring and his friends, that is co-workers, called absolute reaction rate theory or activated complex theory or transition state theory. The rate constant is calculated by using statistical thermodynamics. Some postulates are given. First postulate: molecules before undergoing the reaction must form an activated complex in equilibrium with reactants. Means the molecules before undergoing the reaction must form an activated complex. Now that activated complex is in equilibrium with the reactants. The second postulate: the rate of any reaction is given by the rate of decomposition of the activated complex to form reaction product. Consider the potential energy diagram. That means the potential energy of reaction system versus reaction coordinates. Potential energy versus reaction coordinate. The reactant A and B have definite potential energy. As the reaction proceeds, the reactant A and B approach each other, come in contact and exchange atoms. The potential energy of the system increases, as shown this in this figure, and becomes maximum at this point. Two reactant particles have come very close to each other, called activated complex. This crucial configuration is called transition state. The activated complex is in equilibrium with the reactant. The activated complex may transform into the product and potential energy decreases. Now here, this diagram, this potential energy versus reaction progress or reaction coordinates. Now here, these are the reactants. Consider the reactant A and B reacts. That means they are come in contact or exchange their atoms or collides. Then potential energy rises or increases up to this maximum at this point. Now this point is known as transition state. Now this reactant A and B form AB star, that is activated complex. Now we know this state is more energetic, unstable than decomposition of activated complex, then formation of these stable products. Now this is the products. Consider the reaction A plus B. See this A plus B, these are the reactants. It gives the activated complex means AB star. Now this activated complex is in equilibrium with this normal reactant A and B. Now this is normal reactant. Then this intermediate step means this is activated complex, more energetic, unstable, decomposes, then formation of the product takes place. Formation of the products. Now this K1, K2 and then K3 are their respective rate constant for this step. The scientist Eyring derived the equation for the rate constant K of reaction and equilibrium constant. Now this is big K, that is K star, equilibrium constant. Now the scientist Eyring directly give this relation K is equal to RT divided by N into H into K star. Now this is equation number 1, where R is the gas constant, T is absolute temperature, N is Avogadro's number, H is the Planck constant, and K star equilibrium constant for the formation of activated complex from reactant A and B. Now this equation number 1, this equation 1 is known as Eyring equation. Then thermodynamic aspects of transition state theory means apply the thermodynamic aspects. The free energy of activation. Now this is free energy change of activation is given by delta G star is equal to minus RT ln K star. Now this delta G star means change in free energy of activation, then K star means equilibrium constant for activations. Then write this equation number 2 in this way. This ln K star is equal to minus change in free energy for activation divided by RT. Now this is equation number 3. Means this is delta G star upon RT. As we know, this equation, thermodynamic equation, delta G is equal to delta H minus T delta S. Now here free energy change for activation means delta G star is equal to enthalpy change. Now the star indicates means activation minus T into delta S star. Delta S star means change in entropy for activation. Now this is equation number 4, where delta H star and delta S star are enthalpy of activation and entropy of activation. Now this is the enthalpy of activation and this delta S star means entropy of activation. Substituting equation 4 in above equation number 3. Now this equation 4 in equation 3. Then equation 3 becomes ln K star is equal to minus, now this value of free energy of activation substituted here, then delta H star minus T delta H star divided by RT. Then this equation becomes the K star. This K star means remove this ln, then K star is equal to then e raised to minus, solve this bracket, delta H star plus, now this minus and this plus delta H star upon RT. This is equation number 5. Equation 5. substituting equation 5 in above equation number 1. Equation 1 means k is equal to RT upon NH into K star. Substituting the value of K star here, k is equal to RT divided by NH into e raised to delta S star upon R into e raised to minus delta H star upon RT. Now here delta H star means change in entropy of activation and change in enthalpy activation. Now the equation number 6, taking log of equation 6, then equation 6 becomes, take the log, this ln k is equal to ln RT upon NH minus in bracket delta H star minus T delta S star upon RT. Then ln k is equal to ln RT upon NH, solve this, minus this delta H star upon RT plus delta S star upon RT. Now this RT is divide both these term, and then the final equation, this ln k is equal to ln RT upon NH minus delta H star upon RT plus delta S star upon RT. Knowing the value of k and delta H star, entropy of activation delta S star can be calculated, rate constant k and EAR, energy of activation, are experimentally known. Now this is these equations. Now the next point, what is utility of equation or applicability of equations. The equations that correlates the rate constant of the reaction with change in free energy for activation, that is delta G star, is very significant. Higher the delta G star, slower is the reaction rate at a given temperature. Change in enthalpy for activation delta H star can be determined from EA by using the following relations. Now this EA means energy of activation. Now here delta H star is equal to EA minus RT for first order. Now find out this delta H star. EA means energy of activation minus R means gas constant, T is the temperature, that absolute temperature. Similarly, the delta H star is equal to EA minus 2RT for second order. Then delta H star is equal to EA minus 3 into RT for third order. Now, what are the advantages of absolute rate reaction theory or transition state theory? Now, the first advantage, it is not restricted to biomolecular reaction, is also applicable to unimolecular or tertiary molecular reaction. This is not restricted to biomolecular, but it is also applicable to unimolecular or tertiary molecular reactions. Second advantage, it can be applied to reactions in solutions. Z cannot be obtained from simple kinetic theory. Now it can be applied to the reactions in solutions. Z cannot be obtained from kinetic theory. Third advantage, it gives quantitative treatment. It gives quantitative treatment of steric factor P in the collision theory. It gives quantitative treatment of steric factor P in the collision theory. Then next point, the comparison between collision theory and transition state theory. According to the collision theory, as we know this equation, K is equal to P into Z into e raised to minus EA upon RT. Now we know P is the steric factor or probability factors. Z is the collision frequency. EA is the energy of activations. R is the gas constant and T is the absolute temperature. While according to the transition state theory, the equation as seen earlier, K is equal to RT divided by NH into e raised to delta S star upon R into e raised to minus delta H star upon RT. Now here this is enthalpy of activation and this is entropy change of activation. Since Z is a constant and factor this RT upon NH is also constant, it is clear that the probability factor is related to entropy of activation. Means Z is a constant, this RT upon NH is constant, and it is clearly indicates that the probability factor is related to the entropy of activations. Now here this RT upon NH into e raised to delta S star upon R into e raised to minus delta S star upon RT means P into Z into e raised to minus EA upon RT. Now since delta H star is equal to EA, and finally this PZ is equal to RT divided by NH into e raised to delta S star means entropy of activation, change in entropy of activation divided by R. This probability factor is related to this term. Then summarize this theory, transition state theory. In collision theory, the factor A is related to the number of collisions taking place or takes place per unit volume per second. But in the transition state theory, this A is connected to the entropy of activation. In a reaction involving simple molecules, the value of A is found to be the same as the value of Z. Means the value of A is found to be the same as Z for simple molecules. That is, for simple molecules, both theories are identical. That means collision theory and transition state theory are identical or same. For reaction involving complex molecules, the collision theory fails, but transition state theory still persists. Means for complex molecules, the collision theory failed. The probability of reaction between polyatomic molecules is low because rotational and translational freedoms are lost when the reactants are tied tied together into the activated complex. Now it means here the polyatomic molecules, there is no chance to freedom, that means rotational and translational freedoms, and hence these reactants are tied together into the form of activated complex. This loss of freedom is measured also by the entropy of activation, and which is negative, means sign is negative. Hence frequency factor A is much less than the collision number Z. Hence the frequency factor A is much less than the collision number. Z is the collision number. Now here this loss of freedom means there is no chance to free the rotational and translational freedoms is measured also by the entropy of activation. And now the entropy of activation, which is negative, Now the collision theory is based on kinetic theory, while transition state theory is based on important thermodynamic aspects. Collision theory gives good results for gas phase reactions, but it is not in the case of solutions or solution phase. While transition state theory is satisfactory for gas phase as well as solutions. Now this is the all regarding the explanation about the transition state theory. Now stop here. Thank you.